We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check 50. Check 50. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Big trip.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Strip that ball.
Shoot.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check.
There. Ready.
Here's Tomlinson. And some space here. 30. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Bravo.
Don't get nervous. Check.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bengals' 19-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down, Bengals.
We go set. Turn to stop.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14.
Ready. 30 base.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Haywood.
36.
Off play action, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
It's Tomlinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready?
57's right. Come on. You better bring it.
Get it.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, wahoo.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Ready?
Back to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's complete to Brown, right side. The 20. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jim. Check now.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 37-yard line.
On the double. Mike, 57. Greystone travel. It's just me and you.
Second and 11. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and picked up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. No. Off.
Big river.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. Able to slither by. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 15 line.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this. They still get it. Y'all playing wrong football.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. 10, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Again, it's Tomlinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready.
Watch 57. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Derrick Henry, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Draw play, Tomlinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Smooth. 57 to Mike. 57. Hit it.
looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Let's go. Hey, echo.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Mike.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
This will be caught by Brown. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Tannehill now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
65. Watch 36.
Tannehill now to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.